Hey again, and welcome back to a new video. So today I kind of want to play Dumbo. I know I've played him recently, but I don't know, I kind of needed to fill it, and I don't know, I just enjoy playing Dumbo, so that's why yeah, just playing Dumbo. So, and I don't know if there was a Dumbo game on Frog Eye, so just because of positioning stuff or whatever, so maybe it's something new. I don't know. I actually don't know if I've played a game on Frog Eye before on this channel, so to say. They have a sniper, so I still want to start on this spot here to see like until I know how good this sniper is. If Strix is not that much of a threat, I actually could consider staying here, because if he doesn't pressure me, I don't have to change my positioning. I can just free heal, so to say. If he would hit me, I would rotate to the point where Vic is, because then it's harder for him to actually hit me. But for now, well, the god did work out. For now, I kind of wanted to stay behind. Now I actually could push on the point, and my team could push up, but I think the enemy team is pushing back, so that's why I decided to not go on point and kind of backed up. So, like, it would have been too dangerous for me to back up over mid, so that's why I rotated to this point and got behind cover. So we got the pick on Vara, but we also lost our Lian. So it should be even here. Term is not nice, okay. So we kept work out. So now I kind of want to stay behind cover. See, that's why I hide behind the frog on the right, because then it's harder for the enemy team to actually kill me. Now we are actually pushing them back, so my DPS are pushing over right, so that's why I kind of, I mean, I wanted to go mid, but they couldn't finish up the push on right, so I rather backed up a little bit to position where I could heal both Khan and my DPS on right side. And now I actually can push up on the point. My Khan actually could play a little bit more aggressive, so I could actually, I could stay on the point and push, and my Khan could push up on right, so on this side. See, and you always want to try to stay behind cover. I'm waiting until the last second to cross this side, and I want to play, now I want to play on right side, because then it's harder to hit me. So always try to hide as much as possible, make it as hard as possible for the enemy team to actually hit you. Because I think the best game for a healer is when some player of the enemy team didn't even see you, because you were hiding the whole time. Yeah, just slithering because of the damage effect of Vara. I really wish, so I wasn't sure if or how long I would bleed. I really wish they would add the icon that you like similar to Nando's burning or Sky's poison bolts or whatever. I think you know what I mean. Like, there's an item for everything. Like, even item for cauterize, not item, icon for cauterize. So I really wish they would add the effect of Vara's bleeding, so you could tell for how long you're still bleeding, or could, I don't know, could see how long you will receive the damage. Yeah, I think we can't touch, I'm not sure. Yeah, just getting out of term range, so he can't hit me, can't build up any charge. So just want to start spam a little bit of damage to the point. Don't really need it, because they're not pushing on the point. They're pushing, yeah, that's unfortunate. Want to heal my Vic first, because he's lower or easier to kill. I'm not sure if I can survive here. Well, yeah, it's unfortunate. Should just, I think my team should back up or die to fully regroup.
This place looks familiar. Careful.
So I don't know if we can touch, probably not. But should be fine, I guess. Using the god for my Diana on right side. So always try to rotate your heal, so you have heal like 2 to 3 people. I mean, it's easier when you have full chronos, because then your cooldown is so low that you actually could heal, I think, 3 people at max. So I think probably 1 with your god and 2 with your manning spirits. And the second manning spirit, or the first one, is about to fall off 1 second after you heal the other one, so to say. But I think you're able to actually heal 3 people. And obviously if more people stay in your god, then you actually could heal more people with your god. But I think you get what I mean. Always try to rotate your heals, so you have multiple allies healed. I mean, I don't do it perfectly. Like, I also use God and right click on some people at once, and I don't rotate it the whole time. But I try at least to keep different people healed, or use my right click on different people. And they're the God just for damage. See how much damage I actually... I mean, in the end it probably isn't that much, but you saw how many damage numbers popped up, and... I actually don't remember if I had my ult charged up or if I charged my ult up because of my god. I don't know. But she died so quickly. But always try to, or I always like to use the damage for the god for extra damage. And I don't know, don't hesitate to de-damage on Dumber, because your damage is actually not that bad. Like 400 damage a shot without fall off is actually really good to annoy the enemy team. And if you play against tanks, staying or being in front of you, it's actually really easy for you. Not easy, but it's easier to hit your shots against them. So if you do like 400 damage a shot, and therefore when hitting the tanks, you can at least kinda melt, not really melt, but make them use a lot of HP.
You should be proud.
So that was actually an early here. He probably doesn't even have it anymore when he's going on point. But I like to start off, or I don't know, give a heal to someone to start off the fight. But the heal on Khan was actually really early. Germ should die here, yes. Great, my Khan shielded his ult. I kinda want to get behind cover. See, okay, and he should survive, I guess. Just ulting to make sure he actually survives, and I can full heal him. Yeah, telling my team kind of early to get close to the point or to attack, because it takes a lot of time from our position to actually get to the point, and that's why I told my team to attack. Because we got some picks, so we actually could go in and try to get on the point, so to say. See, and this is kind of hard for me to play. Like usually I would stay on the point and my Khan would push up, but he's not really pushing up. He's more staying on the point. So it's kind of hard for me to actually I don't know, to play it correctly or whatever. I'm not saying this is incorrectly, but I don't know, probably would be... I mean, okay, it worked out, we captured. But usually you would want your tank to push up. Once you kill the enemy team, have your healer on the point, and your tank can actually push up in zone. I think the Lian ult actually helped me to hit her, cause sometimes I feel like it's hard to hit Lian because she's walking so, I don't know, it's strange sometimes, or she's so fast sometimes. Okay, I just missed. I just missed 5 times in a row. So I really like to play on this right side because the people on the right or from their team, yeah, kind of want to dodge Boros. Yeah, her. I think it's her right click every time possible because sometimes I didn't know how many charges she had built up, so I didn't want to get the full damage in case she had 5 charges. And okay, apparently it looks like they can't touch. I think I want to do another game. So I think I kind of want to start putting maybe 2 games in each video. Because I feel like maybe it's a little bit more interesting, and some videos got really short after I cut them because I cut the most parts between the rounds out. So let me know if you or if the video would be too long for you if I had 2 gameplays, or just tell me what you think, and yeah, just see you in the next game. So welcome back, second game. Yeah, since I had done my game again. So I don't know, I think I said every time I play on this map, I really enjoy playing Dama here on this map, because you have so many good positions to place yourself, to stay stay behind cover or whatever, and still be able to heal your team over the whole map. And I don't know, it's kind of good for us that Vara died so quickly, so we actually have it pretty easy to get on the point. And apparently Iago's not really considering going on the point, so this is also good. I kinda threw the guard there so my Makor could walk in if you wanted. It's unfortunate if you wanted to. And it's weird, but sometimes if I miss heals, it helps me if I shoot first and then heal again. I don't know, it kinda resets my heal aim or whatever. So I don't even have to aim for anything, just shoot once and then go for the heal. I don't know why, but I don't know, kind of had like sharing this, maybe it helps you as well. So every time I miss, or I miss too many times, I kinda shoot, and then I try to heal again, and then most of the times it helps me to actually hit the following heal. It's kind of weird, I can't explain why, but it kind of works for me. Yeah, I don't want to fight Iago, so that's why I wanted to get back. I actually hit this stun on Vara. And actually great sheep by Makor. He's shielding me. Pretty good. Kinda want to heal my Drogos if possible. So always try to also heal your Drogos. Cause you obviously it's not in your line of sight, or in your direct line of sight. No, I missed. You actually can hit him pretty easily mid-air, but most people don't look in the air, so that's why it's kind of, yeah, I wasn't sure if she wanted to go for the ult on me or she just wanted to get out. That's why I slithered. So back to Joggers. Look or pay attention to the HP bars on the left to see how he's doing on HP, and always keep in mind if you have a Jogger that you have a Jogger, so you I don't know, maybe look in the air to see where he is, or just try to heal him, because most of the times you don't look in the air, so you kind of forget that you have a Jogger. That's why he's not in your direct line of sight. So yeah, I think he's dead. And I actually only had 2 shots left, so I couldn't really do much there for him. Yeah, I can't. I mean, I tried to hear him, but I couldn't see him. He actually wasn't in my line of sight. He was behind the house or whatever. And see, I always try to kind of stay behind cover. So I always rotate to a point where I basically don't see the enemy, because then I'm kind of sure that they can't see me either. And obviously go for the obvious spots like behind the tree or whatever, see? And behind pillars or something like that to hide. Because I see so many people, not only Dumber players, but also Dumber players, where it really doesn't matter if you peek or not, because you can just peek whenever you have your cooldown up. So you could just hide the whole time if you get really pressured by enemy backline DPS or whatever. But I see so many people just staying in the open or running on the point or stuff like that. And they make it really easy for the enemy team or my team, if they are in the enemy team, to actually kill them. So as the support, as I always say, you obviously want to try to stay alive as long as possible. And you basically want to be the player with the least death. Because if the support is dead, the team dies eventually. So that's why you just want to stay alive as long as possible, so to say. Always try to stay behind your team. I wanted a kill on Vara. Yeah, here I just used the God because the rest of my team was kind of full or had a heal by me, so to say. And I kind of got pressured by Octavia. So this is a situation where you could use the gods for yourself. I mean, I remember I said don't use the god for yourself, and I still would say it, like, don't use the gods for yourself if you don't need it, or if your team need it more. I mean, it's weird, because I say you obviously want to stay alive longer than your team, but it's more important that you keep your team healed than yourself, because if you play correctly, as the support, or if you position yourself correctly, you're behind your team and behind cover, so you probably don't need your god. So if you, I don't know, if you think the next time you would use the god for yourself or whatever, just think about, do you really need it, or does my team need it maybe more than I do, because I'm basically behind cover or something like that. Then just use it for your team. So if your team is full on HP and you're the only one missing HP, you could obviously use it for yourself. But you also could, yeah, just ulting here to make sure she doesn't touch. So Yago is basically kind of CC immune, or immune to most CCs, but if you Dumber ult her, if you stun her, she actually gets stunned. So don't hesitate to use the Dumber ult against her to just stun her and avoid her from touching. And to the god again, you also could, if you lost HP but you don't need it because you're safe, you also could consider saving your god to save the cooldown, because maybe 2 seconds later your team needs your god or whatever. So that's why I say, I don't know, don't use the god for yourself if you don't need it. So yeah, that's like when Yagos is rolling there, I needed the god because I was in her asset, so I think I was afraid to die otherwise. But see, now I don't really use the god for myself. I had it off cooldown, so to say, but I could have used it actually for myself, but I didn't want to because I didn't need it, and I could use it then for my Makor. To Yago, when Yago's rolling through you or towards you, and you see her, activate your stun, and when she's hitting you, just look downwards, then you probably just hit her with your stun. So if this second she knocks you up or whatever, rolls through you with her accelerate. Yeah, I think I can't win this fight because he has Ying ult. Still try to. Oh no, I get stuck on the wall. If I would have gotten behind the wall, I could have survived. Maybe, I don't know. Actually, it was a bad ult by me because he had Ying ult, so there was literally no situation or no. I don't know. I couldn't kill him obviously because of Ying ult. I obviously don't have. I don't have Cauterize, so bad ult by me. I should have just let him kill me, so to say, and save my ult.
7, 6, 5, 4.
I don't know if you can touch. I think not. Maybe Lian can. Yeah, okay. Lian can. So I was thinking about healing Lian there, but she was kind of full, had my god, and I really wanted to save my right click for my Makor. So that's also a thing I see often. People just use the right click whenever, but don't think about who needed more, so to say. So I mean, you could just don't heal the ally being healthier on HP and just save it 1 second until you see the other one, so to say. I actually hit this down, but she's seen. I actually missed. I wanted to focus his hook. That's weird. I don't know why her ult hit me. Cause he, well, okay, it didn't work, but just because he was affected by cauterize and was too low. But I could have used the god for myself because I was kind of low after the Octavia ult. But Makor needed my god and my right click more than I did, because I was behind cover or safe. That's why I decided to not use the god for myself, and at least try to keep him healed. Actually, she dies so quickly. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm dead. I don't know. Yes. So, but I think it's good that I died and didn't lost my ult, because I probably would have died anyway, even if I would have gotten my ult off. So now I have my ult in case they touch or whatever. Okay, I could have ulted, but I don't know. I think my ult actually, why I decided to not ult, my ult wouldn't have been enough to keep her off the point, because we weren't at 99%, we only were at, I don't know, 80, 87, something like that. So I would have stunned her for 2 seconds maybe, or less, and then she would have been able to actually touch. So kind of wasted ult. That's why I decided to not ult. Yeah, I actually tried to heal my Droggos before, but he kinda was hiding behind the wall, so I couldn't see him. Just throwing up the god for extra damage, and maybe for heal in case someone pushes up there. I actually didn't mean to heal Jan. Okay. But I think it should be safe here. Should survive, yes. That's unfortunate. Oh, she has resilience, but Mashar actually... That's great play by Mashar. He finished up the stun and he protected me. That's great. I kind of want to get to the point, but also want to keep my Makor heat. So my Makor actually plays it correctly. He's going for the flank, or he's going for pushing up and letting me push. But we actually need to regroup before we can actually push, so to say. So that's why I didn't go on the point, because it I probably would have just died when going on the point, and my Makor also would have died because he got pushed. So that's why I stayed back and decided to heal him. So now we can actually push up. See, we waited patiently, so to say, until we get a pick, and now we can get to the point and push up.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I didn't want to use my god early, that's why I waited that long. Because I waited for a situation where I could heal all, or where my whole team needed heal, so to say. Like the second when overtime got triggered. That's why I waited so long to actually use the god. I miss him, Jan. Oh, that's unfortunate. I thought my god would hit, actually save him, maybe. So again, I want to stay behind, obviously. Don't want to run on the point immediately. Especially now with the Ying ult. Yeah, just... I needed to reload, but I tried to get out my god to at least deal some extra damage to Iago. Yeah, she gets healed. I can't finish. Oh, never mind. Actually, great hook by Mako. I wanted to say I can't finish up because she gets healed, but the hook was actually great by him, and kind of lucky that my spam hit her. Yeah, I don't know. I want to heal my joggers, obviously. But if he's playing not in my line of sight, I don't know. I don't want to wait for him to actually get in my line of sight, because it also was important to heal my Makor there. That's why I looked to him. I saw he wasn't in my line of sight, and it didn't look like he would get in my line of sight soon. So that's why I decided to just heal my Makor and let him die, so to say. Because it's not really my fault if he... I just lit up because I wasn't sure if Octavius ult would hit me again. It's not really your fault if your allies die when they don't play in your line of sight. Because most of the times, if they don't play in the line of sight, you could reach their line of sight when overextending. But that's also a thing you don't want to do. So... yeah, great games, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I could talk or tell you a lot of positioning things. I don't know. Again, let me know what you think about the 2 gameplays in one video, and always remember, don't forget, you guys are awesome.